Alrighty. Should be live here in just a second. That looks good. It's a 1-1 count with 2 away to Guerrero Jr. 2 down here in the top of the first, 0-0. He had a strikeout and a ground out. Now we'll see if we can get the ever dangerous Vladdy Guerrero Jr. And he pops out. That'll be the second out or third out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first. 1, 2, 3, they go. Scooball wants this game over quick because he's got to get home to the birth of his kid. What's up, Miles? What's up, Fordon? What's up, D8? What's up, Seth? What's up, JD? How y'all doing? Hopefully all good. Bottom of the first coming on up. We'll see. Torres, Green, Torkelson, Keith, Vierling, Perez, Baez, McKinstry, and Rogers. Bit of a different lineup. But Torres, Green, and Torque will lead it off. We'll see if the top change to the lineup here makes any difference. Torres leading it off now. Keith hitting in the 4-hole. Working on a puzzle piece. Oh, 1,000 piece. That's a lot of pieces. Pretty big puzzle. What's it going to be when it's all done? All right. Torres, Green, and Torkelson. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Bow, 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 bow. Gonna need a real good game out of Scooball to keep him completely shut down. Then the rest of the team shuts it down and we score some runs. Maybe get a win in this game. Stop the bleeding a little bit. Phillies beat Yankees 2 times in a row, but now Judge is out first. Yeah, maybe not for the season, but for a little while. Gonna be a space. Nice. Shouldn't be too hard to complete. 500's not too bad. Pitching for the Blue Jays will be Gaussman. So we'll see how that goes. Pretty competent pitcher. All right, here's Torres, Green, and Torque to lead it off here in the bottom of the first. Called strike. Once again, getting kind of hosed by the officials for whatever reason. Hopefully he's not tonight. He takes strike 2. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. 0-2 here quickly on Torres. He makes contact, but it's going to be a little ground out. 1 away. Here's Riley Green batting out of the 2-hole today. Maybe this can shake him up and get him going a little bit. 1 away. You got Giants tonight? Okay. I don't think he's out for the season, no. You're going to glue it together? Oh, nice. So it's like permanent. It's a fun idea. Fouled away. It's 0-1. What Maya Brady do? Make Team USA softball? Ball 1. Yeah, fun fact about the Brady family. They're very talented at baseball and or softball. Brady could have gone pro in the MLB. He was drafted in like the 6th round as a catcher. Maybe the 3rd round. It was a pretty significantly early draft pick. Hopefully, Jake. Hopefully. What's up, Kevin? It's tough for the Mets because Ray is pitching. Yeah, that'll be tough. 1-2. Come on, Riley. Fouls it off. It'll remain 1-2. Just missed a fastball right down the middle. One away. 1-2 count for Green. That'll be ball 2. 2-2 now. Good take. Hopefully the take there rewards him with a big hit here. 2-2. And he takes strike 3. 2 away. Yeah, not really sure what he was taking there. Anything close, pretty much we got to swing at based on the way these umps have called the last 2 games. Torkelson up now with 2 away. 2 different strike zones. Anything close for us is a strike. They got to swing for it to be a strike for them. What's up, Nolan? Not much we can do about it. Ball 1. Surprised that wasn't called a strike. Sheesh. 2-0. On Tuesday, all the games are free to watch again. Wonder why that is. 2-0 for Torque. And maybe a little torque bomb here, you know? Ball 3, I suppose. I guess that makes up for one of the missed calls this inning, I guess. 3-0 to Torque. And Torque flies out. And that'll end the inning. Well, I think it was a good idea to swing 3-0. Would have been a strike anyway. All right. Well, we'll head to the top of the second. Bichette, Kirk, and Barger do up here in the top of the second. Bichette, Kirk, and Barger. It wasn't even supposed to be 2-0 anyway. That was a good swing. Good time to take a rip. I personally believe in swinging on 3-0 unless it's like very clearly a ball. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you know you're about to get a pitch around the middle of the plate, you should 100% take a rip at it. Because it's probably going to be a fastball. It's probably going to be something around the middle of the plate. And if it is, you should probably take a rip at it. Yeah, we've also not been lucky on defense, on the defensive side of like offense either. Like everything's being like caught or fielded. We haven't had a break on a hit in a while. Yeah, big money. He is. Hopefully it means something. Hopefully the offense decides to do something tonight. We'll see though. That's the real question of the game, right? Is will the offense actually back up our best pitcher? They barely did against Texas. They got us 2 runs, so we'll see. Bichette, Kirk, Barger. Yeah, usually that's a double all day too. 2 weeks ago, that gets down and we have a double, and then we probably score him with Keith up next. Uh-oh. I think it's just my playback has been bad all day. I'm not sure why. Red Sox and Dodgers. Okay. It's okay. Kind of depends. I don't like that there's a lot of like raw fish culture, so I don't really fuck with any of that. I don't really like raw food. What's up, Daniel? How's it going? Ball one. Yeah, it's always a good day when it's Saturday. 1-0. Please get to the ball. Oh, and that'll be a double. Oh, surprise, surprise. Perez is in right field. Mr. Double himself. That was a high fly ball. I don't know how he didn't get to it. I hate Perez, dude. I genuinely do not like this guy. That I don't know why that ball wasn't caught. Yeah, you guys are going to win again based on the defense today. Based on that, yeah, you guys are going to win. Everything will be going to right field here pretty soon. Lead or 1 out double though for Kirk. Oh and 2. Goddamn, Perez sucks, dude. No, he's been good. He's seemingly, I think, the right fielder is going to screw us in this game today, like he has pretty much every time he's in the outfield. Don't know why he gets to still play out there though. That's like the 19th double he's given up over his head this year, and I'm not really sure how. That was a very fieldable baseball. 1-1. What's up, Jake? Am I lagging really bad, or is it just my playback that's all shitty tonight? I think it's just my playback. 1-1. I'm good. Yeah, I think I should be. And that'll be a strikeout, 2 away. Down goes Barger, and now up is Clement. 2 down. Top of the second. Maybe the Tigers can get out of this and strand the runner at second. Yeah, he's an outfielder. He just sucks at it. I didn't realize he was this bad in the outfielder. I guess he's just not a right fielder. Carpenter would probably be out there. What happened with Carlos Santana? Yeah, Nick Kurtz. What a fucking game, right? 6 for 6, 4 homers, 8 RBIs, scored 6 runs. If that's not a flash in the pan, then we got quite a little gamer coming up through the league. Yeah, I still don't understand why you guys replaced Josh Naylor with him, but you know. Remember how all season, B Major, I've been trying to say that was a silly move, and Cleveland fans have been trying to tell me that it was a good move, actually. And it's like, no, it wasn't. It was a terrible decision. Josh Naylor's a better baseball player at this point than Santana. And now I feel like I'm very vindicated in those assessments. Santana was good for, hey, there we go. They get out of it. All right, good job by Scubal. Way to strand a 1 out double. I seen the 5th hit. I think it was high off the wall of the park. Could have been like probably this week or next week with Carpenter at the end of next week, maybe, hopefully. Keith, Vierling, and Paris. He's doing rehab assignments, so like at any point. Cleveland could really have used Josh Naylor this season. that's my main point. At least the bat, anyway. You guys didn't have like the adequate replacement for him. That's like the Ben. Again, Max fights me on this, but the biggest problem with your lineup this year, I think, has been there is no outside threat outside of Jose Ramirez that people have to really deal with. Because again, Quan's probably just hitting a single anyway, so you don't really have to worry about Quan doing much damage. You can kind of contain that, right? And with Ramirez, you can just intentionally walk him because there's no real fear following him with like who are you afraid of after those two? And they don't bat by each other. That's Cleveland's problem. They didn't replace that part of their offense. And again, I don't mean that shittily, by the way. I mean this as just like hey, this is what I see as like your team's fundamental issue. I've been trying to make the case that one player really can fuck a team up, like getting rid of one player. And I fought with people yesterday about this, some Blue Jays fans, because they refused to accept that us not having Kerry Carpenter is like a big deal and like we shouldn't be playing as bad. But like all of our offensive woes started in about mid-July when Carpenter first initially aggravated his hamstring. And literally all of it, like him missing games, him not producing as much. Ever since like his hamstring got hurt, our offense went like this. Boom! It free-falled. Now, you may not be like, he always didn't have the greatest season, though. Yeah, that's kind of irrelevant. By the way, it's commercial break. It's a little irrelevant. It's the idea of having Kerry in the lineup. It makes them pitch differently to the people around Carpenter in the lineup. If you chart it, Green's strikeouts are way higher when Kerry's not playing, and they've been astronomical since he went out with the injury. I'm telling you, it's not even him performing at like a high level. It's just the threat of his bat in the lineup between Torque and Green does something, and it completely changes the way pitchers approach the lineup, and it makes everything flow together. It's a fundamental thing. And again, every team has that, by the way. There is one guy in every lineup that holds the whole thing together, and it's never the guy you think it is. It's always like for the Yankees, they may be fucked without Judge for a minute here. Because like their lineup is very clearly Judge. Yeah, but again, you're like B major, for example. Do you think that we intentionally walk Jose Ramirez basically every at bat this season we faced him if we knew that Josh Naylor was lurking on deck? And Colt Keith goes down swinging. Here's Matt Vierling, one away. You didn't replace a guy who hit double digit like 20 to 30 plus home runs, 20 plus doubles a year. You did not replace that in your lineup. And you guys expect your lineup to be as good as it was last year. I mean, you don't have a major, like, it makes everyone around Naylor now a little bit worse because again, you can pitch to them completely differently. You don't have to pitch to fucking Jose or Quan in that lineup, and you can just get the three guys out around them in the lineup and then just get the bottom of the lineup. That's been your guys' problem. You can walk Quan, you can walk Jose. They'll get to second and third stealing. All right, then you get the rest of the guys out with strikeouts. Again, not replacing that threat is the reason that those two guys aren't having as good a year as they. Jose is having a great year, but like again, it all falls down. If you had replaced Naylor with like a equal bat to his, then you guys would probably be in first place right now. Because your pitching is great. I mean, it's been great all year. You guys pitch really well. You're great in close games, which is what you'd be playing a lot more of with a more competent offense. 2-1 here on Vierling. And it's not just Naylor necessarily. It's just the replacement of Santana and Manzardo hasn't really worked out. 3-1. All right, good job by Vierling. Way to get a nice hitters count. That first home run's due up. 3-1 for Matty V. As I think Manzardo will be the guy to replace Naylor, but it's going to take another season or two. And there should have been something in between, even if you just signed Naylor to a 2-year contract. Just paid him like $25, $30 a year. I mean, no, he's not worth that much money. Like $20 a year. He's not even worth that, really. And Matt Vierling grounds out 2 away. Here's Perez. Ready to strike out, probably. Ugh. Yeah, because you guys are also notoriously cheap. All right, here's Perez. Hopefully he can get something going. Come on, Wenzel. Draw us up a hit, Mr. Pencil. Maybe draw us up a home run. Little solo dolo in the first or in the second. Break up the shutout. Sheesh. Come on, Mr. Perez. Make up for giving up a double here. Ball one. Watch you guys sign Bo to a long extension for like 6 years, $300 million for no reason this offseason. They're like, we just think Bo's got a bright future. I'd be like, damn, dude, they signed the wrong nailer. I think they meant to do that with Josh. It's like genuine. I think they just gave the wrong guy all that money. And then they panicked. 2-1. Anyway, 2-1 count, 2 away. Bottom 2, no score. 2-2 now on a called strike. I've been talking the whole time. Shane. I haven't missed a single thing in this game. Fouled away, we'll get another 2-2. Can you point to a thing I've missed? Not even missing pitches right now. Deuce, though. Hopefully a big hit coming here to get the game kind of going for the Tigers a bit. Break out of it. Nope. Just a weak ground out by a weak player. Can't wait for him to be gone. I dislike Perez quite a bit. Straw, Jimenez, and Schneider do up here in the top of the third. 0-0 game. Blah. Perez is probably my least favorite player on the team. Baez, McKinstry, and Rogers. It's either that bottom of the lineup is doing absolutely nothing or all of our runs will come from those three guys. It's one or the other on the extreme meter on that. It'll be 9 strikeouts or like we'll get 7 runs out of those three guys while the rest of the team does nothing. What are we thinking? What are we leaning on here? Do we think the bottom 3 do nothing or the whole offense today? It's Baez, McKinstry, and Rogers. It's the most random trio of hitters that we got on the team. But they're also some of the streakiest, and if they're all having a good day, they'll all go like 3 for 4 somehow, except for Rogers. He'll go 1 for 4 with a 2-run homer. Or they'll strike out 9 times each. Or, 9 times cumulative. If they get 3 at-bats a pop. Either way, Straw, Jimenez, and Schneider do up here in the top of the third. 0-0. Yeah, same here, Bryce. I'm tired of this fucking dude. Lazy, doesn't try, barely runs out infield singles. He gets doubled off a lot, and it's like, how, dude? You're fast. How the hell does other teams' fast players not get doubled off, but he always does? He's terrible, dude. Lack of effort, doesn't try very fast, doesn't run very hard. Everything over his head gets down. It's like, play at the warning track then, you fucking loser. Jesus Christ. Because he's got a good arm, so I don't understand why he's not playing at the track. If he can't field balls over his head, he's fast enough to just play at the track and field things on a hop if he's got to. I'd literally rather him give up singles than the doubles issue that he has. Like, the outfield already shades to the right because he fucking sucks. 0-2. That's why they play like that, right? That's why fucking when there's, like, no matter what, if you look at the alignment of the outfield, and it's very obvious. When Perez plays, they shift very hard to the right. He's almost playing like Little League right field, where it's basically on the line next to the corner. 0-2. And Miles Straw strikes out on a foul tip one away. Here's Jimenez. And they just have Meadows play kind of right center because there's no shot Perez gets anything into that gap. Again, the one saving grace for Perez is he's got an absolute rifle of an arm on him. So maybe we should try him at third base. You might be okay at that. I don't know. Shit. 1-1. He doesn't seem to read fly balls very well. By the way, if you can't tell, I dislike bad fielding. I don't care about having slumps at the plate. That's the one thing. That's a tough bat. Fielding to me is all about effort because they're all good enough to always be good at fielding at this level. 1-2. And I can get a confidence issue where you make a few, you have the yips. This dude don't got no yips. He's just lazy as fuck. 2 away. And he's fucking very fortunate the Tigers, his replacement is injured, or else he'd be in AAA right now. Because they're not going to send Jahmai Jones back down to AAA. Well, Trey Sweeney might go, but hopefully that means no more. And see, you know the thing is, Perez might actually be better if he doesn't play every day. And that might be, it's kind of like a Zach McKinstry thing where he's a lot better if you give him like a day or two off and then play him. He becomes a machine for like 2 or 3 games. I'm wondering if that's the same situation we have. Swinging strike 2 here on Schneider. Those were 2 very fast pitches. 0-2 with 2 away. Skubal has a couple of strikeouts already this inning. Maybe he's trying to get the side. Oh, they're who's coming back for him? Oh, 2. Oh, is that going to be an out? Hooray, we fielded it. Those have been dropping for bloop singles for the last fucking week and a half against us. It's nice to see Matt Vierling out in the field again making plays. That'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Nice job by Skubal. Once again, clean inning. We'll get to the 3rd. Skubal at 32 pitches through 3 innings. He's on pace to have a complete game, and at this rate, we should probably hope to God that he throws one. If we could just finish the game exactly like this with Skubal, that would be pretty cool. 1-0, 1 hit shutout. All right. The greatest game in Tigers history for the context around it. Could be the start that single-handedly saves our season, potentially. You never know. Scoobs is locked the fuck in right now. Again, I think a big part of the reason why he's so locked in is because he's got to get this game over as fast as possible because he's got to get back to his wife who's going to have a baby at some point. So he's out the door again. The second this game's over, he's got to get in an Uber and drive to the fucking wherever his wife's popping a kid out. And he's back on the paternity leave. He's literally, his wife's like mid-labor. And this dude's like, all right, I got to go throw a fucking game. I'll be right back. Fucking what a guy. We desperately needed him to do that too. I didn't think he was going to make this start tonight because I was like, damn, dude, his baby's going to be born tonight and we're going to not have Tarek for this start. Hopefully that little motherfucker's born tonight after the start. The second he gets in there, I hope she goes into the labor and he comes out. Little baby's all healthy, beautiful. And then he's able to make his next start for us. The baby, actually, starts for us in the next 5 days. Because this is Skubal like my baby's coming game. And then he's going to have the post-baby birth game. And I don't think anyone wants to face him in that game. I hate to be the team that has to face Skubal post-baby birth. 0-1. He's all jazzed the fuck out right now because his fucking kid's coming. You know how much like energy and adrenaline he's probably got coursing through his body? How pumped he is? He's like, oh, my little fucking baby's here. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl if they've announced it. I know he's got one son already. Never mind. Fucking. All right. Well, it's going to be 9 strikeouts from the bottom 3 in the lineup, it looks like. Because Baez is back to doing that. I thought that was done. Like, Jay, I thought he stopped doing that. Like, what? Why did he revert? It's like we've turned into the team from 2024 before August all of a sudden. At the plate. Specifically, just at the plate. One, two. Baez strikes out on a pitch a foot off the plate. I don't even have to see what the pitch was. Let's see. Yep. Terrible at bat by Javi Baez. Here's McKinstry. They need to put Baez back in the outfield or something. I don't know. He was way better when he was doing the outfield. And McKinstry swings at a ball, so I guess it is going to be 9 strikeouts. That's crazy. Well, if that's what we're swinging at, Jesus Christ. There hasn't been one good pitch swung at in these 2 at bats. Okay, there we go. That was a good swing at least. All right, there we go. I'm not as mad anymore. I was like, come on, man. At least swing at strikes. Jesus. Swing through a strike, that's one thing. Whatever. The fuck was he swinging at that first pitch? 0-2 again. Come on, Z-Mac. We need a big hit. Get us going with a double or something. It's a ball. 1-2. One and two here on Z-Mac. Hopefully the pride and joy of CMU can come through with a big hit. I feel like it's raining outside. I just can't tell. Sounds like it's raining. Yeah, that'll be a fly out. Let me guess. They robbed a home run. Wouldn't be surprising. Feels like we've had 2 really good potential hits taken away in this game. Which is like, the standard when you're slumping. Wouldn't even be surprised if it was a robbed homer. But, yeah, of course it was. Why not? 2 away. Here's Jake Rogers. Was that a rob job? Game screen pitchers duel. Yeah, I mean, every game with the Tigers in the second half is a potential pitchers duel right now. Till our offense gets going, Hey, Jake Rogers will get our first hit of the game. There we go. No longer be a no hit. Tigers pick up their first base runner of the game. That'll be big Jake Rogers. And here comes Torres to hit a single, then a Riley Green 3-run homer. And that'll be all our offense for the whole game. And we'll win 3-1. Which is crazy because that's exactly what I was thinking about like a few hours ago, how we're going to win 3-1. It'll be 2 guys get on and then just a random 3-run shot. And then we'll get no hits the rest of the game. But guess what? We'll win 3-1 because Scooball's pitching. And then we'll all be really, really happy and excited. I'm good, Bucks. I'm good. Other than my team stinking. But other than that, I'm doing really good. Enjoying time. Got 2 more days. Really, it's going to be weird not streaming next week. Swinging strike 1. Come on, listen. That's whatever. They'd probably call it a strike anyway. Maybe we'll make the playoffs. You never know. We could be free falling to irrelevancy. We should. We can't just keep losing, I guess. But I mean, we could, but something's got to give. Ball 1-1 now. On Gleyber Torres with a runner at first and 2 away. We're in a 0-0 score in the bottom of the third. See if maybe Torres can keep the inning going with another hit. Fouls that pitch off. It'll be 1-2. Come on, Gleyber. We need a big single here. Torres bomb, the rarest of all bombs, would be pretty sweet too, though. The Tor Blast. Nope, he strikes out. Pretty useless at bat. All right, well, we'll head to the top of the fourth. Tigers get a hit at least. 0-0, top four. Springer, Guerrero, and Bichette do appear in the top of the fourth in what's been a rather quick game. This game started at 6:10, by the way, and we're in the top of the fourth, and it's 6:50. Been a 40-minute game. Pretty impressive, right? This is going to be an hour and 45-minute game with 13 innings of extras. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably not going to be that dramatic. But it's moving. It's a very quick game so far. Both teams have just a singular hit. That's it. That's all the offense in the game. Both pitchers' score lines are actually identical right now. Both pitchers have gone 3. They both given up a hit, and they both have 4 Ks. Skubal down to a 2.14 ERA. Gaussman down to a 3.91. It'd still be the bottom, or it'd still be the top of the first if we were playing the Mariners. They'd be up 71-0. Like they did every other game. No, it would be 0-0. It'd be like 20 minutes into the game, we'd be in the top of the 9th, and then 2 hours later, we're still in the top of the 9th. And then another hour later, the top of the 9th has finally ended, and it's 15-1 Seattle somehow. That's how every one of them stupid fucking games went against that team. It'd be like 3-1 in the bottom of the fucking top of the 9th. Be like, all right, we can come back in this one. 1-0 Tigers lead. Suddenly it's 15-1. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, and they got revenge on us for 3 straight games. It was brutal. 0-1 here on Springer as he swings at a ball and misses. Do you think George Springer is actually made of springs? 71-0. It's pretty close. 0-2. It's been my assumption of Mr. Springer for my whole life is that the reason his name is Springer is because he's made of springs. Is made of machette. What is machette? That's just Bo Bichette's name is just Bo Bichette. As many springs as Sweeney's sister being Cindy Sweeney. By the way, the name thing only works as if their last name is an object. No, it only works if the name is an actual object. It'd be like yeah, like Mike Trout. Do you think Mike Trout's made out of trouts? Yes, he's a trout man. 10 years, 425 probably. Or 8 years, 400 or 350 million or something like that. So, something like that. Something, I don't know. I got to think about it a little bit. I'm not too worried about it, though, because we got a little while for that to become... damn it. Guerrero gets a base hit with 1 out. And we weren't going to keep him off the bases. So as long as it's just a single, I really don't care. Here's Bichette with 1 on and 1 out. Let's go 8 years at 350 or so. Uh-oh, that'll get down. That'll be a double with 1 out. So Bichette has a double, 2 on, 1 out. Uh-oh. Well, here comes the trouble. Hopefully we can get out of this. Or otherwise, that's probably cooked for this game. We'll lose 2-0. Petite, biche in French. Well, that's interesting. Little mom visit here to talk it out. Got to pitch a little bit better here now with, there's a pinch hitter already in the game. Heinen, they're already going with a pinch hitter here in the 4th. They're going to bring in Heinemann. I wonder if Kirk got hurt or something on his last at-bat. Because Kirk hit like a pretty good hit. Don't know why they'd pull him. Especially because he's catching. And he's catching quite a game so far. Anyway, 1 on, 1 out, 2 on. Tigers need a big pitch here. Watch the Tigers be like pulling Scooball for a new guy. Like, no. Foul tip 0-1. Need a couple big outs here. Let's see if we can get some strikeouts and get out of this little jam. Ball 1. 1-1 up high. Ball 2. Fuck. Not great. Line out double play here would be great. Two one. 3-1. That's bullshit that would be called a ball. Especially for the shit they're calling strikes for these guys. Oh, shit. Jake Rogers just picked off Vladimir Guerrero at third base, apparently. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck around on Rogers. That was a stupid idea. Runner at second, 2 away with a 3-1 count. Why'd they do that? Yeah, I don't know why you'd play around on Detroit's catchers, like, annoyingly, because they like that's a walk. Here's Barger now with runners at first and second, 2 away. Yeah, so one thing Rogers can do is defensively catch. It's the one thing he's good at. The reason he's in the MLB at this point. I don't know what happened to Kirk. I don't know why they took him out. And they probably walked that guy to go after Barger, to be honest. It's a much safer approach. Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, I get that he's a bad base runner, but the Blue Jays are a smart enough team to like know that we catch the ball. We have good catchers defensively. Green, Torkelson, and Keith do up here in the bottom of the fourth. Game remains knotted at 0. Tigers pitch around it. That inning is the inning that's been killing us against the Blue Jays this entire series, by the way. Them hits that just kind of pile up like that. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Kirk. He was I don't understand why he wouldn't be in this game. 0-0, Bryden. We're in the bottom of the fourth, and the game's only been on since 6:10, and it's 6:58 p.m. We could be in the top of the fifth before a singular hour has passed in this game. Judge has a UCL injury, right? Tigers traded him to the Brewers for cash, or to the Phillies for cash. Excuse me. All right, sorry, I just had to reply to my roommate about something. Green, Torque, and Keith. Ali Sanchez. Okay, I'm not sure who that would be. What's up, LTS? Hopefully, we're about to see some runs here with Green, Torque, and Keith. I wonder if Kirk got hurt. If not, if you're the Tigers, you should be pissed off that they were just trying to end the game in the fourth inning with pinch hitters and shit. Ball 1. Maybe that's enough to spark your stupid offense back to life. You made a roster move. What'd you guys do? Ball 1. Oh, foul ball. 1-1. Everything goes foul for us. Michigan's offensive coordinator's at the game. That's cool. Ball 2, 2-1. Hey, there we go. Nice hitters count here. Maybe you can get a pitch he can handle and give us a little lead, maybe even. Or maybe a base hit. You know, we could really use something. Would have been ball 3, but he decides to swing at it. It's 2-2. Riley Green hates to walk these days. Not a single pitch in the strike zone, yet he swung twice. And he strikes out looking. Watch, swings at 2 bad pitches and then watches a very clear strike go by for strike 3. Wow, dude. What a terrible at-bat by Riley Green. Here's Torkelson now. That was really bad. Like he's helping the other team out at this rate. Swing at the balls, watch the strike go by, and I'm out. Ah, okay, for sure, Bryden. Little mound visit before Torque's bat. Come on, Torque. Swing and strike one. Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably the Hall of Fame situation. That makes sense, Bryden. So 1 on Torque. Anyway, it's 0-1 to Torque. Ball 1. 1-2 though, because he swings and misses at another one. 1 deuce. Couple swings and misses and a ball way off the plate. Low. Torque strikes out, swinging 2 away. Looks like we're gonna go down on strikes this inning. So here's Keith. He's seen all 3 pitches last time up. Will he see more? Probably not. Ball 1. One. No, don't matter, Bryden. The other team or the players or people you're facing don't matter when you're going through a slump. The worst pitcher in Trevor Bauer would dominate this team right now. But people don't understand that about baseball. So that's whatever. 1-2. The same pitchers on our team that can't pitch right now, if they were to face our offense, would be very effective against us. It's a very bad situation. Teams in their own way. Three-two. The evidence comes from the Pirates situation. Yeah, that's like a bunch of people have mentioned that it's his birthday tomorrow. That's cool, I guess. 3-2. Hey, Keith will walk. That's a 2-out walk. Nice job. Hopefully we ruin his birthday tomorrow. No, he was drafted as like a Diamondback, and then we traded for him. And then he amicably left because he wanted to be named. He wanted to be an ace, and he understood that Justin Verlander was the ace in Detroit. So he left for a little less money to go play for or like $1 million or $2 million more to also go play for the Nationals. It wasn't about money. We paid it. We offered a ton of money to Max Scherzer. Basically, everything he wanted monetarily was offered. It was literally just that he wanted to be the number 1 pitcher in a rotation. 1-1 to Veerling with a runner at first, 2 away. What is more exciting? Tigers baseball. Okay, there's some missing words in that, but I get what you mean, Richard. I put it together. What's more exciting than Tigers baseball? Answer, everything. 1-1. Come on, Matty V, hit a home run. Hey, Keith just stole his first base of the year. All right, runner at second with a 1-2 count. All right. Not a single one of them 2 pitches should have been called strikes, but especially when they were called balls for the fucking Blue Jays last half inning. Remember those pitches to Heineman that he walked on? In that exact location, those were called balls for him. I'll show you. Would you like to see? One, two. I'm waiting for a pitch to come by. In play runs? Question mark. What are they challenging that it was stolen? I'm guessing he's actually out. Because when it rains, it pours. See? Wow, that's called a ball to Heineman. Yeah, that's a strike to Veerling. Huh. And our pitch caught less of the zone, or caught more of the zone than those two called strikes did. Isn't that crazy? 2 different strike zones. Both right-handed hitters. So I'm guessing Keith's going to be ruled out then. We have no luck on challenges, so. And the rule of the law is if you're a struggling team, everything goes against your team. So yeah, he's out. That'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 5th. 0-0 score. Everything goes against us. Not one break to be had for the Tigers. He was batting right-handed. Can't catch a single break, too. Everything's going the other team's way when we play them. Everything's just getting down. I mean, dog shit calls are being made. Look at this. It's really hard when both of these are called strikes for the Tigers. And we go to their at-bats, and the exact same pitch is being called a ball. You know what I mean? It's really hard when there's 2 different zones. I mean, yeah, Sparky would help, but what's he going to do if the umpires are making it impossible? You know, that doesn't really change much, but it's just another small thing to add to it that the Blue Jays get a different strike zone. And we get nothing. We can't even get a fucking stolen base to be upheld. I'm going to guarantee there was no clear evidence that he was out. It was probably really close play, and they just decided to change it. You have to send me money on your Snapchat or on my Cash App if you're betting against the Tigers and winning money. Or else I put a curse on your betting. You'll never hit a parlay again. Call it the dirty curse. He was 100% probably, or at least there was no evidence to overturn it, and they did anyway. And again, it's not complaining. It's just like those little things are the things that constantly go against you when your team's slumping like the Tigers are. It's like not like just like things getting over your players' heads. Just the most unfortunate, like everything going like the other team's way is such like a fucking slump bullshit. Strike zones being slightly off for the one team for the other. It's just the whole thing just feels like it's just dog shit. Their one fly ball goes out for a home run. Ours all stay in the ballpark. despite all of them being hit harder and all of them being hit like with more with a better launch angle, better exit velocity. Their fucking 71 mile an hour hit ball that just stays up in the air, gets out, they win 1-0. It's just like, yeah, it makes sense. 0-2. What's up, Erudite? You can't get rid of my curse. I'm too powerful. You better hope the Tigers win this game, Erudite. Clement strikes out, swinging one away. Because, Bryden, I've come to accept that sometimes guys get frozen when they don't expect a pitch to be right down the middle and it's a fastball. Sometimes if you're expecting a breaking ball and a guy just whips a fastball right down the middle by you, there's not much you can physically do to react to that. So you just freeze. Who knows, common sense? This is a very odd game because, again, we're about an hour and 4 minutes into the game and we're 1 out in the top of the 5th. That's one of the fastest paced games I've literally almost ever watched in my entire... This is a fast game. If it wasn't for that challenge, we'd be an hour into the game right now. That challenge made the top of the bottom of the 4th the longest inning of the game so far. Like, that bottom of the 4th was the longest half inning so far, and it was only because of the challenge. Sorry, Erudite, you better hope Tigers win, buddy. Dirty. I'm like Bobby Lane and Bambino and the Chicago guy who cursed the Cubs. I'm a powerful cursor. One time I said that Chris Christie was going to get fat, and look what happened. He's pretty fat, isn't he? Don't play with me. People say that the pitch clock helps the game go fast. It does, 100%. Pitch clock really got rid of the guys taking fucking 3 minutes between. I hated that. I love baseball more than anything in the world. What's up, Lanster? But all of the changes made are some... that'll be a base hit. Goddamn Miles Straw every time. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Jimenez. 9-hitter on. Or up. Keith came off the bag, and then his knee didn't hit the base. Oh, he slid up. So he popped off the bag. That's, again, just the luck we've had lately. For sure, Erudite. I know, I'm just fucking with you. Out 1 to Jimenez. Fly up to Florian to Muskegon for the next couple of weeks. We'll miss listening to the Tigers according to... Hey, you know, we'll be back, though. 1-1. I can't take the curse back until this inning is over. We need an out. 1-2. Yeah, no run support at all, Tesla. Top 5. 1 on, 1 out. Tigers could use a double play here. By the way, it's 1-2 again. Skubal about to throw his 60th pitch of the game. They did. When they hit the home run. No, they have not. They got 5 in one game. But I think that's about it. No, I don't pay attention to powerlifting. What's up, Lukes or Kooks? Hopefully we can pull a game off. I don't really care about people's bets. I'm just hoping the Tigers win. So do all the betting you'd like. I don't really care. 2-2. Need a good pitch. Hey, there we go. That's a good pitch. Maybe that'll be 2. Hey, a double play. Hurrah. We actually turned 2. Look at that, boys. That might be our first double play of the second half. Vierling, Perez, and Baez do up. By the way, I'm not even joking. That might actually be the first double play we've turned since the All-Star break. Vierling, Perez, and Baez do up here in the bottom of the 5th. Mostly because we've given up a lot of fucking extra base hits whenever someone gets on. Been all fucking doubles or immediate steals to second. All right. Bottom of the 5th coming up, though. 0-0 game. I am feeling it, Mr. LTS. Gave up 2 solo homers with only 1 out. That's a sign the Tigers are about to score. Tigers also score late, Steven, when we do score. Yeah, another pitcher's duel for the Tigers. Between Gaussman and Skubal this time. Usually Skubal involved in those. Skubal at 61 pitches through 5. And Gaussman at 61 through 4. So we're about to see the 5th inning of Gaussman coming up here. Hopefully he gives up some runs now. Do I know Charleston White? Yeah, we're good friends. Yeah, I don't see 9.5. You'll see at Common Sense. Oh, they didn't hit the home run. No, none of our pitchers get run support anymore. 0-1 here to Vierling now. Vierling back up to hit because they got caught stealing to end the inning. Hopefully not, Jansen. You guys have already won 2. We deserve at least 1 game. Let us win this one. You guys can have tomorrow if you let us win tonight. How about we trade games? We won't even try tomorrow if you let us win tonight. 1-1. Come on, Matty V. 2-1. Nice hitter scout. He's got himself in. About to see a nice base hitter, so. Here we go, Tiger. Here we go. Clap, clap. Hey, it's 3-1. We love to see that. We're pretty happy with that call. I think this is the second time he's been in a 3-1 count. Fouls off a pitch, it'll go 3-2. Make it full. I hope you're right, D8. I hope you're right. Come on, get a big hit. Get a big hit, get a big hit, get a big hit now. Fouled away, it'll remain 3-2. You love the Red Wings. You're a big Gordie Howe fan, for sure. Detroit does love the Lions. They're a pretty popular team here. Perez is up in the bottom of the 5th now after a strikeout by Vierling. Pretty much everybody's going to strike out in this game. Ball 1 to Perez. Well, let's see if he can get anything going. Swings at a ball. It's 1-1. They've been alerted. Yeah, pretty much, Kooks. They didn't really like to swing at balls and watch strikes go by. 2-1. That's their new favorite thing to do in the whole world. Swinging strike 2, it's 2-2. Yeah, it's been bad. And they don't seem to really give a shit about how bad it's been. Their solution today was play everybody that's been shitting the bed the whole 2 months and just move them around a little bit more. Perez flies out, 2 away. Yeah, this is not going. We're not scoring. Probably fine. You guys wouldn't care. Here's Bias. All right, let's see. 3 pitches out of the zone, 3 swings and misses. It'll be top of the 6th coming up here within 3 minutes. Over under this at bat ends in 3 minutes. What are we thinking? Wow, he let it go? Blue Jays, you might be cooked. He might be homering here. Ball 1. Yeah, the Tigers, no, they're planning to stay put at the deadline. They don't want to get rid of any of their prospects. They're not interested at all in doing so. 1-1, which I do kind of find admirable to a degree about the Tigers, right? Their front office, their coaching, their GM situation, everybody is so on the same page about the development and where this team is and where they should be, and like they're not being held prisoners of the moment by where they're at this year. And like again, this year is great. It's been a great season, right? But they don't give a fuck about 2025. Like the end goal is not to win a World Series this year and sell out our entire very bright future. This is year 1, as he said, a 3-year plan. Year 1 is this year, year 2 is next year, and year 3 is 2027. By the end of that 3rd year, we're predicted by most major markets have us winning the World Series in 2027, almost running away with it as a dominant favorite. Especially damn it, we struck out. Top 6, 0-0, because there's no reason to trade our very, very bright future for a maybe run in to be eliminated in like the ALCS or lose the World Series. We don't have a team that's designed to compete in a deep playoff run right now. They're 23, 24 years old. Our old players all kind of suck and are way past their primes. I know that's a tough pill to swallow about the reality of why the Tigers might not make a trade, but they don't want to sell what is probably the brightest future in baseball right now for why mortgage right now, why mortgage the future for this season. There isn't really a reason to do so. And I know that sucks to hear. I know that's not like the fun answer to the trade. I know we're supposed to trade away Max Clark, Briseño, and McGonigal for absolutely garbage players who will be gone next season. But that's not a good idea. I know we should trade Max Clark for we should have traded Max Clark, Briseño, and McGonigal for McMahon, one player for all 3 of our top prospects. But that's a bad idea, guys. I hate to be the one to like spoil your fun. I don't even really want to do. I hate to trade. I don't like trades. I don't want to like trade for players. The only players I'd be open to trading for would be Keller, because he'd be here next year as well, and we kind of need a player like that. And Bednar, because we could use another back end bullpen guy. Everybody else, I'm okay without offense. Until the last month, we've been very good at offense. And I still think that's more related to us losing Carpenter. Why the team just imploded. I mean, all of the struggles can go back almost like to the T. When Carpenter first started dealing with that hamstring, our offense just went like this. Only made worse since he's been put on the IL. Because even when he was in the lineup, we were scoring and hitting. We'll see what the Tigers do. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I don't anticipate a very busy deadline. Like the price for Suarez is probably ridiculous. Ball one, top of the lineup here for the Blue Jays, top 6. Schneider, Springer, and Guerrero Jr. 2-0. All right. I was waiting. It was strike one. I was waiting for this. I have to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in like 2 minutes or so. Give me like a second. My stomach's killing me. I have to take a shit. I've been trying to fight off the feeling, but my stomach really hurts right now. I ate a giant. If you can't tell, I've been eating strands of spaghetti. Whenever I eat spaghetti, I eat roughly a pound at a time. And the timing just really didn't end because I thought it was 6:40, but it was 6:10 for the stream. So I thought I had more time to eat. But instead I ate about a pound of spaghetti right before the stream started. And my body works through spaghetti really fast. I don't know. Scubal's contract isn't up for another 2 years, so we're probably not going to sign him in this offseason either. Unless we offer him a stupid overpay. Boris clients don't sign early. That'll be a fly out, one away. And he's not a free agent until after 2026, so. That's why I don't really like talking about them topics. They're boring. Nice. That's cool. In 2026 offseason. That's interesting. You don't think the Tigers do, though, huh? Cool. Oh, two. I do think it's hilarious that everybody thinks the Tigers just aren't going to sign him. It shows a real low understanding of the sport and the history of the sport. Can you name a player the Tigers just let walk over money like ever? Or they couldn't afford to pay? There's nobody. There's nobody in like MLB history that we couldn't afford to sign. No, he's probably going to sign Scuball. I think it's actually so stupid to talk about him leaving Detroit that I almost consider it like a stupid topic to bring up. And I find that it's such a like stupid topic that I find myself saying anyone who like just like says he's not going to resign, I almost don't respect their opinion on baseball anymore. Because again, it just shows that like they're like, well, he's going to the big markets. Yeah, Detroit's like one of the biggest markets in baseball. I hate to like be the bearer of bad news. We have like one of the richest teams in the sport. There isn't. Verlander we traded because. All right, here, watch. I'm going to beat all three of those. Verlander left to chase a World Series. We were entering a rebuild. Scherzer wanted to be an ace of a staff. He left for like $1 million more for the Nationals. Porcello, I think similar reasons. He had aspirations of becoming an ace and didn't want to sit through a rebuild. I believe we traded him. One. Runner at first, one away. Yeah, I think it's a bad guess. But you can have your opinions, and I can think your opinion sucks. That's how the world works. Yeah, again, there hasn't been a singular player we just didn't sign because of money issues. We've offered Correa like $330 million. They're paying Baez like 260. We're paying Baez so much money we can't get rid of him. 3-1. We paid Miguel Cabrera at 34, 187 or 200 something million dollars. We paid Verlander back in 2013, $184 million. That's a lot of money for a pitcher back then. That was the MLB record by a mile when we first signed it. And then like the next year, we signed Cabrera to a record contract. Guys, we're a very wealthy team, and money is not the issue. 3-2. And again, we've offered Bregman over $200 million this offseason, I believe. Or very close, like 184 or something like that. So again, I struggle to find where the Tigers or why we're so disrespected as far as like spending money talks goes. Yeah, plus like the Red Sox. Yeah, exactly. Podge. The Red Sox wildly overpaid for Porcello. We offered him to like the second most amount of money to Bregman, and he got paid $40 million and went elsewhere. Everyone's like, yeah, but you got outbid by the Red Sox. The Red Sox paid him $40 fucking million a season. Yeah, we're not paying fucking Bregman Aaron Judge money. More than what Aaron Judge makes. Yeah, no, thank you. He's not worth that much money. 0-1. It's as simple as that. And the Red Sox already want to redo the contract because they regret paying him that much fucking money. I think they're opting out of the deal at the end of the deal. They're like, yeah, we're not paying that. That's fucking crazy. No, it wasn't that. It was literally he went to Boston because they offered him $40 million, where the Tigers offered him like 26 a year. It was 100%. He got offered twice the almost double the amount of money. Really, 14. No, that's a lot of extra money. Oh, 2. What's up, Allison? Ball 1. They can get around Bichette. That'd be a huge at bat here. Double play would be legendary. Fouled away again. We'll get another 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And another foul. Damn. You can't put Bichette away. What's up, Carlos? One, two. Yeah, hopefully, JD. I don't even care about shot. I just want a ground out so we can get a double play. Try turn 2. Get the fuck out of the inning. Come on. Damn it, another foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Don't like that. Be right back. I'm going to go get some drink here. Maybe I'll be good luck if I leave the room for a sec. Once. Damn, 3-2 now. He's still batting. 11th pitch coming up. Another foul. 12th pitch. Yeah, this is basically Scooball's last inning now, too. Well, that sucks. Is that a ball? I don't even see the pitch. Might be this inning, Christopher. Another foul. We'll see the 13th pitch coming. And he walks him. Well, bases loaded, 1 out. Yeah, here comes the blow up. I'll be right back. I'm going to go take my shit now. I'll be right back. Hey, they got it. All right. Another 6 coming up. They didn't give up any runs somehow. Hell yeah, that was pretty good. We escaped. Let's go get some fucking runs now. Now we should have a little momentum should be on our side. Let's go get some runs now. Come on. McKinstry, Rogers, and Torres. Hopefully that fucking throw by Veerling kind of fires the team up a little bit too. Veerling and fucking Skubal just saved this game for this team. Now let's go see if they can't find some hits. Score a couple runs maybe. Because that'll be it for Tarek probably. He's probably done tonight. He's at like 100 pitches right now. Let me go check. 96. Yeah, he's probably done. Gaussman's at 78, which is not great for us. You're getting McDonald's? Nice, JD. Got him at a 101 pitch. Yeah, froze him. Hopefully that we can kind of stifle their offense for the rest of the game. Maybe we can snake out a fucking real low-scoring win or something. If we score, he'll get the win. He'll be in line for the win. But if we don't, he's not in. He's just in line for a no decision now. Another quality start for Skubal. 0 runs allowed, 7 Ks, 1 hit. He's probably done for the day. Or 5 hits, sorry. 3 walks. 2.09 ERA on the year for Mr. Tarek. You can throw about 50 miles. That's pretty good, JD. Pretty fast. Called strike 1. Took a 91-mile-an-hour pitch right down the middle. Well, that's not great. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, JD. By the way, it's 0-2. Damn. Yeah, he probably was. Hopefully the offense gets pumped and does something. Maybe they kind of answer the call themselves. Nope. Ground out, 1 away. Damn. Here's Rogers. Solo homer by Big Rake Joggers. Do we get a rare Rake Joggers appearance? Can't hit. By the way, it's 0-1. Oh yeah, I'm glad that everybody's just putting a ton of negative energy out into the game. I'm sure that really helps. 1-1. I mean, if you already know what's going to happen, why you bother watching it? I mean, you might as well just turn it off if you already know they're going to lose. Swing and strike 2. It's 1-2. Two. Another foul. It'll be 2-2. Maybe Jansen. Maybe. Well, at least we got Gaussman up at around 90 pitches now. Or almost there. Another foul ball. Good little battle here from Rogers. Kind of my attitude too, DA. I feel like we're jinxing everybody. Come on, big hit Jake. Nope, he struck out. Well, here's top of the order Torres. Probably not here to do much. Maybe, Bryce. Maybe. Would require somebody hitting the ball, though. And not a single person on this team looks interested in doing so. Here's Torres. A 1. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. One. Hopefully the Tigers win, but I don't know. Probably not. I can't wait for next week when I'm not able to stream, so I don't have to watch the Tigers game with a bunch of negative people all the time. Holy shit, dude. 2-1. Here for Torres. Man, Alex. Hell yeah, look at that. A double, or at least a long single. All right, he stayed smartly at first. 1 on, 2 out. Here comes Riley Green to hit a 2-run shot. All right, Riley, save the game for us, my man. Oh, it was a fielding error. Well, we'll take the fielding error, too. We'll take it. That helps us get our second man on base today. Well, our third man. We walked once also. All right, Riley Green, maybe you can hit a home run. Swinging strike 1. Well, it's not looking like Riley's going to hit the ball. Yeah, it's just, we know the team isn't performing very well, and everybody just being downers all the time isn't very fun to be around. You're not a very fun person to be around, common sense, and that's fine. You probably all season long have watched this team going, well, eventually they're going to suck ass soon. You're one of those fans, and I know you are. You have not once watched this team with any joy this season, so I genuinely find people like you to be the most annoying people to deal with. To be honest with you, I genuinely find people like you annoying. No, I'm a pretty positive guy. Hurt Boa. I'm a very positive fan. I wouldn't even be upset about this game right now if it wasn't for a bunch of Tigers fans being the biggest babies I've ever seen in the history of my life. Cool, Jansen. No one cares about whatever you just happen to barely say in English. Yeah, they're going to bring in Canely. Top 7, 0-0. Hopefully he can pitch good. In fact, common sense, I just don't even really want to be around you. You're an annoying person. I'm not getting rid of you. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's you're just a negative person. I don't like being around people like you. I'd rather just not watch. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's all anyone talks about is how bad the team is. It's almost like people are just finding out, and all people do for 9 straight innings is talk about how we're gonna lose really bad. And it's like I don't want to hear that. What's up, Amir? Like, I genuinely just, like, it gets very obnoxious pretty quick when all people do is bitch, dude. Like, I get it, we're not playing good. We all know that at this point. Hell yeah, Amir. I'll probably stop by after the game or something. No, where the Tigers are the only team to ever play bad in a season before. Tosa, listen, the Tigers are in a unique position in MLB history. We're the actual only team to ever slump in the middle of a season before. In the month of June and July, do you know we're the only team that's ever played bad in those 2 months, despite having a good season the rest of the season? It's never happened before, which is why Tigers fans are a little bit like shocked. But like, yeah, it's a very odd phenomenon for just the Detroit Tigers ever. There is not a thing, there is not a phenomenon about this in professional baseball, called like, there's not like a thing called like a June or July swoon that happens to every single good team in Major League Baseball, in late June and throughout July. There's no like wildly very well documented situation where this happens. I mean, like, you could look at a team like Cleveland. Do you think the Cleveland Indians or Guardians last season would have lost, like, almost like went on a similar problem? I think that's an infield single. Well, there goes the defense for us. Well, GG Toronto. We're now giving up infield base hits, so that's the end of the game. Well, you got a good 6 innings out of us anyway. We've stopped trying now. So enjoy your win. We're 100% losing this one. If again, we're not really playing defense anymore at that rate. So anyway, 1 on, nobody out. Red Wings are the best North American team in the Americas at hockey. Tigers are historically better than every single team in Canada for that played baseball. One of them doesn't even exist anymore. Nobody went and watched them shit losers play. Canadian football is garbage. Your team hasn't. The country of Canada, who made the sport of hockey, hasn't won a Stanley Cup in like 20 plus. When was the last time your country won a cup? 2-0. When was the last time Canada won a cup? No, you mad, bro. Your country doesn't even win the sport that you guys created. Detroit's got more cups than almost any team you probably like. I mean, unless you're a Maple Leafs fan, which is hilarious if you're talking shit as a Maple Leafs fan. I don't really care. The only sport you guys have ever won was in basketball in my lifetime, and I don't consider basketball to be a legitimate sport. I don't really care about the state of Canada, or the country, sorry. Well, soon to be a state, anyway. You know, it makes sense that you're a fan of why aren't you a Rockies fan if you're from Colorado? Hold on a second. Boa, Why are you bandwagoning the Toronto Blue Jays? Why aren't you a fan of the Rockies, you fake fan? What's your reasoning for liking the Blue Jays over the Rockies, your home team? Why don't you fuck with Colorado? Colorado's baseball teams. Besides, the Red Wings clear the Avalanche, the fucking and the Tigers are way better than the Rockies. I don't know what you're talking shit about from your garbage ass sports city. How'd you guys have Peyton Manning and only win one Super Bowl with him? That's embarrassing. Oh, you're a bandwagon fan. All right, well, actually, I don't really care then, whatever. Bottom of the 7th coming up. It'll remain 0-0. Let's go Tommy Canley. I have a question for the people of Canada. Now, I'm not in favor of doing this, but like, does it suck knowing that like, if we wanted to, there's nothing you guys could do if we invaded your country? I don't live in Detroit. Just as a genuine question. If you people from Canada are gonna keep running your mouths at me and talking shit about my city, how does it feel to live in a country that can't stop us from whatever we want to do to you? Like like I'm not even trying to talk shit. Just a genuine. What kind of fear do you guys live in from us just taking over your country? Like, because you know we could, like, without any real hassle. We turned Afghanistan into a Western European country for 20 years, and then the second we left, it collapsed. So actually, we did. We just decided not to do that anymore. And besides, Afghanistan's on the other side of the map. You guys are right next door, so there wouldn't be billions of year in transporting goods and material across the sea. No, I'm just saying, like, what I mean, like, no, I mean, it's not really dealing with Trump. It'd be dealing with like the U.S. military, which would be the problem, right? Actually, I'm very, very liberal. I'm just asking a question. Like, you guys are taking it in a weird way. I'm just asking, what's it like to understand and live under the threat of the fact that, like, you guys can't really do anything to America if we were to invade your country and take it? Like, there's a reality to the situation. Again, not. I'm doing my literal best to make it like seem like I'm not in favor of doing that, and I don't hope that happens because again, I like you guys as a neighbor, like a country, like I like our friendship. However, what's it feel like to like live under that threat? Yeah, the situation's changed, Christopher. Our military's worth $1 trillion. What's your military worth? For denialism and burying our heads in the sand. Fair enough, Andrew. Again, I'm not trying to be confrontational about this. If my country was under threat of invasion, I would fucking hate it, dude. If we were like about to be attacked or invaded consistently, I would be very, very stressed out and anxious. But I can admit where I would have problems. I would actually probably lose sleep over shit like that. Fly out, one away. But I'm more of an honest person than a lot of people here. I don't think there's anything that would happen to America. America doesn't get in trouble for war crimes, if you haven't noticed. America should be in deep trouble for the shit that they've done since 2001, probably even before then. But there's not much you can do about enforcing like war crimes on America, really, is there? Like, again, I'm not trying to be like a cocky American, but I'm like, what? You could wave Geneva stuff at America, but it's like, what happens with that? It seems like this country is allowed to just kind of do whatever it wants to, and everybody just kind of goes, "That's illegal," and they go, "Yeah, sure is." 1-1, and that's the end of it. I don't know. I don't like that. Again, I'm like this close to moving. You know, like 2 or 3 more things happen in my head that like really ring alarm bells about where the country's heading. I'm out. I'm gonna immigrate. Canada is the reason for the Geneva Convention, really? Maybe it would be. War is also just not a good idea in the modern era. 2 away. I can imagine it being a lot like Ukraine, Russia, where America wouldn't want to go hard enough to completely crush Russia or to completely crush Canada. So Canada would be able to put up quite a nasty little resistance for a pretty long while. That's kind of how I view that going. And then it kind of just plays out like Russia, Ukraine, but like a little bit more competent on either side. Because both sides are a lot more rich. That's just warming up. Hey, that's helpful. 2 away here in the 7th. 2-0. Anyway, let's get back to baseball here. But see, like, there's also parts of Canada that wouldn't be like super against America coming out and breaking their country up. I don't know. Yeah, they got rid of. It's not Bassett. It's the Gaussman was pitching tonight. 2-1 here on Veerling. Watch Matt Veerling make that play, and then he hits a home run right here. Nope, he grounded out. Top 8, 0-0. Top of the order for the Blue Jays, though. This is where it can get ugly. All right, I'm going to go rip a dart a few times, so I'm ready for the rest of this game. Top 8. Schneider, Springer, and Guerrero save for any pinch hitting. There have been some instances that during the colonial states. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know if war from the 1800s is relevant in assessing the outcome of a war today. Unless the two sides of the conflict are roughly equal to what they were, or they're like are America and are the United States and Canada on a similar spot as they were back in 1812, or is it like an equivalent thing, or is America so much more powerful than they were? Like, I don't. I'm trying to figure this out. Or like figure out the right way to say this. So like America and Canada in like 1812 were about the same kind of power. Maybe Canada a little stronger because they had the backing of the British more explicitly still and everything like that. So but if we were to jump ahead not to now, things have radically changed. So I don't know if using a war from that long ago when everything is so different and the power scale has kind of changed dramatically to the point where it's not like equivalent change. It's not like Canada stayed even with America or the United States rather. So you know what I mean? It's kind of a fuck situation. Yeah, that's why I said Canada was kind of British. It was just kind of British. I mean, America is a liberal country founded on liberal ideas. You don't understand how government works. America is a liberal country founded on liberalism and liberal ideas. Those two ideas of liberalism happen to produce it in the form of the democratic way of being governed and then the Republican way of being governed. That's the two systems inside of liberalism that have played out inside of America. You believe in conservatism, or you believe in like the democratic version of way of doing things. Now, of course, there have been some variations, right? Some people are more like oligarchical in the country, or they're more technocratic, or maybe they're more progressive, or maybe they're more socialist. But again, a lot of these kind of still fall into like that idea of like what is liberalism, capital L liberalism. But yeah, you live in America, you live in a liberal country. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I mean, I'm right about everything I just said, Jansen. What did I say that was wrong? That'll be a base hit for Laperfido, and here we go. Oh, is that a base hit? Yep. 2 on. Nobody out. Well, Cool. I don't pick sides. I pick country, America. People who pick sides and make politics about a side are the part who are are like literally the problem with the country. Jansen, nobody understood what you just wrote, dude. I hate to tell you. All right, Jansen. I know where you're. Why are you so upset, bud? Yeah, it is where you guys win. All right, well, I'll be back. Jansen, I'm gonna get rid of you, dude. You just seem like a pretty negative guy. You have a good one, bud. By the way, I just get rid of people. Like, I don't genuinely give a fuck about having a big channel. Meet Rob. I ban people I hate really quickly. Yeah, but playing sides is stupid. It doesn't do anything. Claiming only one side of the country is ruining it is really stupid. 3-1. What's ruining America is the inability for people to listen to one another and communicate properly. That's really killing the country. The base root issue of the country is nobody can talk to one another correctly. And when we talk to one another, we're not listening to one another. We're talking at each other to respond and talk at one another. That's the problem with the country, in my opinion. I think if we can fix the fundamental root of communication issues, which are spurned on mostly by trying to adapt to mass communication via the internet. I that's my own opinion, by the way. That's just my own belief. I think that if we could communicate better with one another, I think there would be a lot less problems. Because right now, we say two people have a problem with something, and they both share that they have a problem to one another. They might not, the two people communicating might not hear that they both have a problem. They just hear like person bitching, and they're bitching about it because they're liberal and about this. And again, it's this weird. They're not listening to what the person's saying, even though they both disagree and hate this thing. They're not like coming like they're like fighting about the disagreement that they have, and it's like really stupid. Like, for example, the Epstein list. Everyone wants the list released, but like everyone's like, why didn't Democrats do it sooner? It's like, well, because it was probably court sealed or something. Ah, that'll be a base hit. It's game over. 2-0, Blue Jays lead. No, that's game over. And the runner gets to second. We didn't even try to get him. I don't even know how that's possible. They didn't get a single out, and the runner got to second. Nice. Well, GG, Toronto. They should have just threw the ball to second. Oh, but surprise, surprise, Wenzel Perez. All right, I'll be back. GG, Toronto. You guys win. Oh, well. Perez, Baez, and McKinstry do. Perez, Baez, and McKinstry. He's probably just going to strike out. I hope we pinch hit him. He's going to stay in the game. That sucks. Can't we put Meadows in? I literally would rather have Meadows batting here. Here comes the laziest at bat in the world. Dude's going to hit a home run, and it's going to take 2 minutes for him to run the bases because he's walking. He's going to hit a ball all the way to the fucking right center gap and get thrown out at first base. Fucking lazy bastard. Put Meadows in. I don't want to watch this fucking loser bat, dude. Just for him to lazily swing at 3 pitches and strike out. Cool. Super excited for this. Can't wait for him to be gone. He's just like Akil Baddoo, really. Good for like a week and then nothing. Ball 1. Only because he's lazy as fucking useless. I've never seen a lazier baseball player get away with being lazy like fucking this guy does. Because everyone else is hurt. Ball 1. And he grounded out on a ball that barely made it past the pitcher's mound. And literally, if someone with his speed should have beat that out. See what I mean? Like, how like, we give up hits like that all the time. It barely made it past the pitcher's mound. It rolled so slowly. How the hell did Perez not beat that out? Slowest player I've ever seen, dude. Literally just no hustle. Called strike 1. Here's Baez. Yeah, maybe that'll help. Kind of doubt it, though. The way these guys try fucking approaching the plate. Here comes our like 4th shutout in like fucking what 12, 13 games. Oh well. 0-2. And he struck out and 2 away. Wasn't anywhere near the zone, but I guess he decided to swing at that. Don't know why he didn't get pinched hit for. Here's Baez now for McKinstry. 2 down in the 8th. Tigers have shown no life here. They've actually done absolutely nothing at the plate. The Pirates beat us a lot worse than you guys have. Maybe. Maybe August is magic and they'll just magically figure out how to play baseball. Who knows? 2-0. Oh, they're really just going to blow the 9th inning then. Oh, well, we've already conceded defeat in this game, so. No, what's going on in Traverse City? 2-1. Going down up in Traverse City. Two. Who knows, Brent? Who knows? Walmart stabbing. Oh, damn, that's really bad. Yeah, we suck at offense, man. Yeah. 2-2. That's a wild stabbing. And he goes down looking at strike 3 for some reason instead of swinging at it. Not really sure why when we're down 2 runs and it was never not a strike. Clement, Lukes, and Jimenez due up here in the top of the 9th. Top 9. 2-0 Blue Jays. Tigers do absolutely nothing. Like they didn't even try. They just went up there. They're like, how can we make ourselves look worse than we have? We know how. Chase Lee comes into the game. Top 9, 2-0 Blue Jays. No, the funny way for the Blue Jays situation to play out, I'll share when we're not playing the Blue Jays. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's not going to do anything. Nope, eventually they just got to start hitting again. We'll see if they can figure it out. Kind of doubt it. Pitching's been great today, too. Defense has been great. Really, we played a great game of baseball except for offense. Can't hit. I mean, we all know what happened. They can't hit the ball. What do you mean? What happened? They stopped hitting the baseball. Can't really win games without hitting the ball and scoring. Strike 1. Allison, that guy he's talking to is named Kooks. And the bloop single for Clement to start off the 9th. Cool. We get no luck like that, by the way. I don't think we've had a singular bloop single in probably a month. And that seems to be what we completely keep losing games on is bloop singles and infield hits. Wouldn't be surprised if it's another one here. Another infield single. One zero. Is Lee not going to throw strikes? Okay, foul ball. 1-1. Oh, that's a fly homer. Yeah, that's game. Well, that'll be all for today. It's 4-0. That'll put a finale on it. Don't know why we put in Lee in a 2-run game. He's a give-up pitcher. We literally gave up it down 2 runs in the 8th or in the 9th. We put in the blow the game pitchers. I don't know why we brought that guy in. I hope they score enough to fuck your bet up. Yeah, that's game. We're not coming back in this. Well, we weren't coming back. We're getting shut out anyway, so it don't really matter. Ground out, 1 away. Ugh. Well, here's the top of the order. This sucks. By the way, it's 0-1. Hopefully we score like a run next inning so we don't get shut out at least. Be pretty cool. What's up, Daniel? Playing us doesn't hurt. We're a really good team to run into right now. La Profido goes down and looking 2 away. Yeah, I mean, better calls sure would help our offense out. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly the umpire's fault why we're hitting 180 as a team since the All-Star break. Pesky umpires. Here's Springer now with 2 away. Top 9. Blue Jays up 4-0. Tigers hoping to avoid being shut out next. And that's another homer. It's 5-0. Why the hell did they bring Lee into this game, dude? Like, it was a close game. We didn't need to bring in our worst bullpen arm. Why not just bring in Herder? Get us out. For Holton. Would have been a 1-2-3 inning with fucking Holton or Herder. But instead, I guess we just decided we lost the game because we were down 2 runs. By the way, the Tigers have 2 pitchers they only bring in games when they've conceded a defeat. And if you don't know what that is, or if teams actually do that, Scott Harris and the whole front office basically come from a team where they do that, where they'll assess a game and determine that they've lost the game in like the 5th inning and just blow the game instead of trying to win it. They've done that all year long. So if you ever wonder if it seems like the Tigers just aren't trying late in the game, it's like they literally have conceded defeat in this game. You can tell by like the pitchers they bring in. There's no reason to bring Lee in. He's just a free homer machine. And I don't know why they do that. It's a thing they picked up. I believe the San Francisco Giants did it and still do it. It's like a philosophy they believe in. 2-1. Three-two. Wow, the only called strike the Tigers have gotten this whole series. That's crazy. The umpires finally went, hey, it is 5-0, man. We're not just going to give you all the calls. Oh, another homer. All right, well, this game's over. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here, folks. This fucking game's over. It's 6-0 now. And the Tigers are done. So I appreciate y'all watching. We'll be live again tomorrow. Just so as a heads up, make sure if you tune in tomorrow, just know, yeah, this game's fucking over. I'm done watching this horse shit. 6-0. Yeah, I'm done, dude. What the fuck? I ain't gonna finish that shit. What? To watch the Tigers strike out 3 times in the 9th inning? Yeah, real exciting fucking ending to the game. What am I supposed to watch? Fuck that. I'm fucking 100% leaving. The fuck? What else is there? Okay, watch. They're gonna score 2 more runs. It'll be 8-0, and then the Tigers come up and strike out fucking on 8 pitches somehow. Anyway, GG to the Blue Jays fans. Hopefully tomorrow we don't suck ass, but I highly doubt that we play better. Most likely it's the same thing. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll get swept. Looks like we'll be 500 in no time. By the way, this is going 60 and 47 now, I believe. Or 46. I don't know. It's pretty bad. Let me see. 60 and 46 now. Yeah. Yeesh. Down to 14. Yeah. Make sure you bring your brooms because we're getting swept. I doubt we're going to do anything. We'll probably just score no runs and only have a hit again. So. And then AJ and the team will act like nothing's wrong. Well, you know, they'll play through it. It's like, well, all right, I guess. Whatever, you fucking losers. Well, at least we had a good start to the season. Now we just get to watch and have a collapse and miss the playoffs. So that'll be pretty fun. Going bottom 9. The game's over. I don't give a fuck. All right, y'all have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. It's an afternoon game tomorrow, so we get to lose before the end of the day's up. So that's cool. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Take it easy. No, I don't believe in abandoning my team. I'm a loyal fan. Peace out, Tom. Peace out, everybody. Y'all have a great night. Enjoy your Saturday evening. Hopefully hopefully you don't let the Tigers shitty play bum you out. Dun, 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 dun. All right, well, see y'all later. The game's over. I'm not watching the losers bat World Travels. The fuck? I can already tell you how the bottom of the 9th is going to go. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Game over. What am I going to miss? World Travels. What am I going to miss by not watching an 8-0 game in the bottom of the 9th where the Tigers have 1 hit? Well, I mean, the game's over. What? Yeah, the game is actually over. No, the game is over, actually. If you actually look at the score and the situation, the game is over. Toronto fans are like wildly delusional people. All right, have a good night, everybody. Have fun in your fun little country that might not exist in the next 3 years. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Go Lions. Go Patriots. And, of course, it's always go Tigers. Peace out. No, the game's over. Have a good night.